How's everyone doing? Today I'll be doing another vlog slash movie room tour, and I'm going to ask you what two movies I should watch tonight. I've done this before, and I think it's kind of fun and interactive where you guys pick out the movies that I'm going to watch. And I'll go ahead and show you the movies first off. Here we go right here. And there's my dog right there. He's hanging out, Wrigley. He's like, I'm trying to sleep. Be quiet. Alright, so here are the 8 titles to choose from. First up is Satan's Blade, which I don't know much about. I've never even heard of this before. It's from Olive Video. It looks like it's an old school 80s backwoods slasher. But I like that cover a lot. It's pretty cool. Reminds me of VHS video rental store days from when I was a kid. I definitely miss that, and kids these days are missing out. Next up is It, The Terror from Beyond Space, which I have seen before, but I haven't seen it in forever. I saw it when I was a kid. Good sci-fi movie from '58. Rubber suit creature. I dig it. But definitely looking forward to see what they look like on Blu-ray. This one as well, because I've seen Peter Benchley's Creature before as well, with Craig T. Nelson, Kim Cattrall, and Stan Winston did the creature effects right there. I remember it was a military testing, and it's like a shark-human hybrid, which I think looks awesome. And it's been a few years since I've seen it. I'm kind of excited, really, to check it out on Blu-ray. I had the old MGM DVD, and I like this cover way better because it actually shows the creature. It's kind of a reveal, but that's why you're seeing the movie. I think it was a made-for-TV miniseries as well, like a two-parter. And the MGM DVD, the old one, had just Craig T. Nelson and Kim Cattrall on the front cover. And that one was out of print. It's going for like ridiculous money. I got it for like $3.98 off of Amazon years ago. Now it's going for like $50 or something crazy. But now the Blu-ray's out, so there you go. Next up is also this whole front row right here is from Olive Video. They're putting out Olive Films. They're putting out a lot of great releases as far as the titles of the movies I never thought would get a Blu-ray release. So I'm very thankful for that. Next up is Flawless from Joel Schumacher, starring Robert De Niro and Philip Seymour Hoffman. Philip Seymour Hoffman is a drag queen in here. I've never seen this one, and I'm not familiar with it, but I do like those actors. Rest in peace, Philip Seymour Hoffman. And next up is Goodfellas, which I've seen this one a bunch. Classic right there, Scorsese. There's just so many great memorable moments in this one. I really like Joe Pesci in here. I don't know why they took him off the front cover right there. But this is the 25th anniversary, all new remaster from a 4K scan. Really nice set in here as well. I'm just kind of looking forward to seeing what the transfer is on this one in comparison to the previous release. And, you know, I remember, for me, Joe Pesci makes a lot of this movie, or some of the scenes with him. A Billy Bat scene. I don't shine shoes anymore. Go get your shine box. And then, I'm funny? I'm funny how? Am I here for your amusement? Am I a clown? So many great moments in here. Next up is Wild Card. I like that foily cover right there with Jason Statham. A whole bunch of recognizable people in here. Anne Heche, Sofia Vergara, Jason Alexander, Hope Davis, Stanley Tucci. And then this guy, Milo Ventimiglia, I think he's the lead bad guy in here. And I think, from what I've heard, he's in the majority of the movie, but it's kind of weird that he's not on the front cover. I think he's actually a really good actor. I really enjoyed him in The Divide. Oh, that was fantastic. But Jason Statham, he's done a ton of action movies. I haven't loved that many of them, really. I'm not a fan of Crank or Transporter. There's like 8 of the Transporter movies now, it seems like. And there's, 2 or 3 of the Crank movies. Either way, I wasn't a fan of that. But for me, Jason Statham's best roles will always be Lock, Stock, and then Snatch. Classic Guy Ritchie right there. Next up is Accidental Love, which this looks comical. Pretty decent cast in here. Jessica Biel is one of the most attractive women in the world to me. Jake Gyllenhaal, awesome actor. He looks... I was at Southpaw. Holy moly, he got cut quickly for that movie. Catherine Keener, James Marsden, Tracy Morgan, James Brolin. I think I've talked about this before. I went to see Tracy Morgan stand up once. I wasn't a fan of his stand. I'm pretty sure he was drunk while he was on stage. Every other word was a curse word. But there was a memorable moment because my date and I, we got there a little late, so they sat us right next to the green room. He came out and sat at our table, and it was just us. And he started talking to us, and he had an entourage, and his entourage smelled like Bob Marley, and they were hitting on some girls and stuff. But it was kind of memorable for that moment. Oh, yeah, Pee Wee Herman's in there, too. Paul Rubens. But that looks like a fun movie. And the next up is The Cobbler, which is... I didn't hear anything about this movie. And that's kind of odd for an Adam Sandler movie. Usually he gets a lot of publicity, even for like Jack and Jill, movies like that. So I'm not so sure about this one. I've heard actually I've heard a lot of positive things about it. It has Method Man in there. He's going by his government name, Cliff Method Man Smith. Ellen Barkin, a few other Steve Buscemi, who's in a lot of different Adam Sandler movies. But it sounds kind of interesting / weird for the concept, where he finds like some heirloom and it lets him become the different people that he sees around, and he's a shoemaker. So those are the 8 ones to choose from right there. Let me know which 2 movies I should watch tonight. You choose, and I'll go ahead and show you. Again, I got the 2 new bookcases. There's the one in the corner, the lonely one in the corner. One is the loneliest number. Okay, I can't sing. I'm really not good at that. I should stop. But that's all criterions right there. I still want to get that other shelf. It would just look perfect to me just to pan around. And I still have a bunch of movies in the closet. DVDs and DVDs there. I've got 2 more boxes as well that aren't over here in the other closet behind there. And then there's all those ones right there. So I think if I get that last bookcase, I can get everything off the floor. And I want to get extra book shelves for each case too, bookcase, and that would be perfect. Everything would be good. And yeah, so there you go. I know this one, I've talked about it before. It's covering the, if I put another bookcase, it would cover that vent. I do have the second vent right there in the room. And in the summer, it's already hot. It's not even officially summer. We skipped over spring completely. We had a couple spring days and went from like winter to summer. It's like 88 degrees. It's supposed to be like 90 tomorrow. It's crazy talk. So I don't know. Kind of, do I want to risk covering up the vent? There's not great circulation in this room, or as it is. Maybe I'll get a fan. But I really want to have that. I know other people suggested I cut off the bottom piece of the bookcase, but I'm worried about the structural integrity of the bookcase, and plus it's going to look like ass. If having that cut out, if I move, people are going to be like, well, why is that one missing the bottom? And I'm like, well, I had to make sure my air vent was working right there. But I don't know. I don't really like that idea. I don't know. I'm still debating. I'm very indecisive about this, but I would love to have that full wall right there. And then once I do figure whatever I'm going to do out with that, maybe I'll get a skinnier bookcase. I don't know. I will finally do a proper Blu-ray DVD update. And not update, collection overview, my apologies, and I'll organize everything. Maybe I'll do like a sped up video, like montage of that. That's the thing too, I wanted to get the other one because it would have just the right amount for these same ones. They're the Billy bookcases from IKEA. So if I get that 6th one right there, it would fit perfectly. There'd be like an inch of space left, and it would just, it would be awesome. And they'd all look aligned up. And let me know what you think. Should I suck it up, cover up that vent, and just get a standing fan along with the other vent? Let me know. And then let me know what movie I should watch tonight. Right there. A good mixture, horror, sci-fi, drama, mobster. Let me know what your favorite gangster / mobster movie is. Goodfellas, it might be up there. Actually, Bronx Tale, to me, I still consider that a mobster movie. Sonny was a classic gangster in there, and I absolutely love that one. It's a coming-of-age movie, too, also with De Niro. And if you haven't checked out Bronx Tale, definitely do it. One of my all-time favorite movies. That's probably my #1 favorite, gangster movie. Goodfellas is probably #2 for me, actually. I really love the heck out of this film. I'm not a great impressionist. I see a lot of you guys on here doing all kinds of impressions. I know some of the lines because some of them are just so quotable, but I just don't do that impression very well. But there you go. And I can't believe for an Adam Sandler movie not to get any publicity. It makes me weary about it, but The Cobbler, and even the name is like, really? That's not a name that really draws you in. But so some romantic ones in here as well, some action. Good mixture of genres. Let me know which 2 movies I should watch tonight, and let me know what movie you're watching tonight, and let me know about the bookcase too, what you think I should do with that. Alright, hope everybody's doing well. Take care.